Hey, welcome to Club Close. I'm DJ M3, and this is
Eki Shola.
because I can't say your last name, that right? Oh. Anyway, I heard it's your birthday today.
It is.
Oh, happy birthday!
Thank you.
Thank you, and thanks for being here.
My
This is going to be a
pleasure.
great Club Close.
Yes.
We also have some comedy with Edna, Mira, Raia, and Tales of Myrrh. And our after party DJ is DJ Vin Sol. He's going to kick it off with some nice, cool music.
Nice.
Well, happy birthday.
Thank you.
I would sing you happy birthday, but I don't know if I'm that good. I go, happy birthday
Day
to
to
you.
ya. Oh,
Happy
yeah.
birthday to you. That's about all I know. But that might be good enough. Okay.
I'll take it.
Well, she's going to get up on stage and get ready, and I'm going to go, I don't know where I'm going to go. But yeah, club closed. Stay tuned. Cheers.
Bye.
Hi, welcome to Club Closed. I'm Eki Shola, and this is Justin Chahosky. And it's good to be here. Thank you for joining us. I want to start with a song called Grounding, which I've had to use quite a bit during these last few months to get through all the wildfires and pandemic and evacuations and everything like that. In October of this year, I found myself having to evacuate yet again with my family. And as we drove away on a very backed up road, we could see the flames advancing from behind us. And I just started to flip and started to have a panic attack. And then I remembered, wait a minute, I know something that I can do. One tip that I can do that I've learned. And that was something called gentle breathing or soft belly breathing. And within that 1 minute, I took the time to just deeply breathe and calm myself. And I thought of this song, Grounding. And it helped. So hopefully this helps someone out there. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Yeah. Da 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 da, yeah. Da 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 da. Da da da. Remember to breathe. Thank you, Justin. So, look, I'm going to be real. This is the first gig that I've had during this pandemic. The last show that I was supposed to play was to play here, actually, in March. So it's sort of a beautiful circular moment right now. And Justin and I met in class, a jazz class together at the JC last semester, which got canceled halfway. But we just connected like a few days ago. And so thank you for bringing your magic tonight. This next song is called Trapped. And it's what started me on this whole music journey. I never thought I'd be doing music. I hated to practice as a kid. But things change, life changes, and 2012, my mom passed away after 6 months, battle with cancer. And there was one night where we were planning her memorial, and we were upstairs in my old kid room. My dad, my brother, my sister. My dad found his old percussion and drums. My brother had his double bass, and my sister had her violin, and I had my old keyboard, and we just played. And we jammed, maybe for like 2-3 hours, and it was the most cathartic experience ever. And that was the moment I knew I had to do music, and that was it. So fast forward to now. Trapped. Tribute to my mother, Hope. Longing never leaves. We ask why you why. One more hug, one more kiss. You'll be forever missed. Sorrow comes and goes. Sorry for the times never promised. My mind is going crazy when it's time for bed. But thankful for no words left unsaid. The dreams will flood you out. The screams will choke you down. You can't breathe. Don't let it hold you back. Don't. Why does it seem like struggle is the fall? How to live moments of bliss. We want to be happy all the time. Instead, let's create a positive state of mind. Dreams will flood you out. The screams will choke you down. You can't breathe. Oh, thank you, thank you. It is so surreal to be up here. You don't even know, like, oh, it feels so good to be just playing live. Oh, man, it's really, really cool. I'm not going to take this for granted. This next song is called Dreaming, and I wrote it in 2018, another pivotal moment of my life. October 2017, went to the Hardly Strictly Bluegrass Festival with my family, a husband, 2 kids, had a lot of fun, came home that night. 9 o'clock, put them to bed. 10 o'clock, power goes out. Everything's red outside, like that curtain over there, glowing, beautiful. And it smelled very smoky, but I just figured, it was the wood-burning stove from, our neighbors, because we lived pretty out there in the country. And then I heard my kids saying, oh, Mommy, we hear a sound. And I said, okay, hang on, go to bed, let me go see what's going on. And I went to the back of the house where my music studio was, and the smoke alarm was going off. I couldn't reach it because it was too high up. So I went back to the house, front of the house, to get my husband. And then that's when I heard my children say, Mom, the garden is on fire. I'm like, what? So then I go to the kitchen, and there were rings of fire all along the grass, and it looked like somebody was throwing fireworks down off the roof of the house. And then that's when it hit me, right? Red outside, smoke alarm, fire. And I said, okay, get your shoes, we're out of here. And, my laptop was probably where Justin is, and I wanted to grab it because I had 3 albums worth of music on there that I hadn't released yet, but I didn't have time. So I just went into my closet, threw on something, and I remember thinking, this is it. We're not going to make it. And it felt like an eternity. But then I was like, no, we are. And I got up in the pitch dark because there was no power and went to the front door. And my son didn't even have time to find his shoes. We got into the car, and we lived down a long driveway. And as we drove up, we realized we were barricaded in with branches and twigs that my husband had to get out and clear. And when we got to the surface of the road, all the homes around us were halfway burned down and in flames. And we looked to the left, there was more fire, and we looked to the right, there was less fire. And we drove through that for about 6 minutes, with the car filling up with a little bit of smoke, seeing the wildlife scurry in front of us. And the road that we left on is a very narrow, windy road of no barriers, so it was pure muscle memory that my husband had to drive through. And then when we got through, I called 911 because I was afraid for our neighbors. And they told us, ma'am, we know what's going on, but it's too unsafe for our staff to go in. And I was like, okay. So then we drove to Oakland. We stayed with my sister, and then hotels for about 5 weeks on and off. And during that time, I was just starting to get antsy, wanting to play, and people were amazing. People donated instruments. Somebody wanted to give me a grand piano, but I was like, I'm in a hotel room, I don't have room for it. But the first thing I did was buy a replacement MacBook and just started writing. And then within weeks, I was linking up with other artists, and we were collaborating and doing fundraisers and benefit concerts for first responders. And we got to raise money for those who lost their instruments in the fire. Some young students too, so that was really great. So this song is called Dreaming, and it's hard losing everything, but it sparked something inside of me. And as I say, there's a gift from grief, and it takes time to get to that point, but again, it was sort of one of those pivotal moments that really strengthened my will to do music. And I'm so thankful for that, because that's my healing. So this is Dreaming. no time to say bye, but giving thanks, trying to find peace of mind. The world spins you around, but don't let it pull you down. I am who I am, you are who you are. Ashes down on the ground, surround. Yeah. When love and connection sets us free, community together, one becomes we. I'm dreaming of a new star. Light shine from the heart. Sun rises, life goes on. Memories healing, but never gone. Loss turns to meaning and gain. Resiliency is a tough bliss. Rising out of the fire, sailing through with hope and desire. Yeah, hey, hey, hey. I'm dreaming of a new start. And I shine from the heart. Sun rises, life flows on. Memories healing, but never done. Thank you, Justin. Oh my gosh, I love this, so much fun. I'm gonna close with one final song called August Canyon. And a few summers ago, we went out to the Grand Canyon and we went on a tour led by a man by the name of Ben, who was of the Paiute people. And he, we probably started our tour here and maybe ended here. I'm exaggerating, but we didn't see too much. But what we didn't see was made up with the amazing stories that Ben shared. And what really struck me was the incredible amount of humility, strength, courage, and inspiration that he had, despite all that his people have undergone and still continue to undergo to this very day. And it was just, it was a huge lesson for me. And I believe everybody else. He was speaking, and you could just see everyone. It was like it was a magical kind of spell. And so this song goes out to Ben. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Justin. Thank you, Club Closed, for having us.